What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and well, branded hero is not to be messed with. This deck is absolutely insane. Other hero players need to pick up on this deck. I absolutely love this version of this deck. Like, I love pure hero. For those of you who've been watching me for the short amount of time we've been doing this, I've been playing hero for a very, very long time, and I never liked anything, like I never liked messing it with, I don't like it when it's with other stuff. Like, I hate it when other people use our cards. So Konami, Birte, Anaconda needs to go. I can't tell you how many times I Fusion Destiny, Fusion Destiny, Fusion Destiny. Birte Anaconda needs to go. DPE belongs in our deck, please. But other than me ranting about those little things, branded hero is insane. There's finally a good splashable engine for heroes. We can't use Brave, we can't use Invoked, we can't use like damn near anything. Like there's like nothing. They don't want to give us a negate. There's a lot of things Konami doesn't want to give hero. They're too afraid. But branded sure does work good in heroes. But enough of that. That could be a discussion for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, please crush that subscribe button so we can get to what is it, like almost 400 now? Yeah, so we get to 400. Hit the like video if you want to see combos for this build. So I know it might be a lot of, it probably seems kind of weird for how it might work for other people, but that, because some people might get some of the card effects confused and like, hey, I thought you get locked out of heroes. It's only if you do certain things at certain times, but that can be discussed in that combo video. So if you want to see that, please show me some love on that like button, and leave a comment down below how spicy you think this deck is, because it is absolutely insane. There's a small portion I took from, if you guys are hero players, which most of you probably are from watching my channel, Jaden BR. I kind of took some of that build, but of course I always have to have my own spice in it. So anyway guys, we'll get to this deck profile. So we are gonna start off with our monsters, which is, it's gonna be your, your typical, let me grab all my monsters. It's going to be your typical hero lineup. Your triple copies of Vision Hero Ferris. Nothing really to say about it. Like, excellent starter card. Like, you just need to open that card to play it. I'm doing double Vion. 3 copies is too much. I was only playing 1 Polymerization today, so 3 copies of Vion with only 1 Polymerization in the deck, and you're not really going to be going into your links as much. I didn't really see a reason to play triple copies. 1 increase, even though this is a 50 card deck, I keep seeing this card in my hand. Like, I don't know why Increase loves me. I don't know why he loves me. He just loves me. But we gotta have a discussion, because I don't want to see you in my opening hand anymore, sir. 2 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos. Him and Albert of the Jester Despia, I think that's his whole name, they compete for who's the better normal summon. But it always just depends on the situation. Nothing feels better than you opening up a Hero Lives and branded opening, and then you still have a normal summon later. It's too good. So it's still 2 Stratos. I think 1's too little. I don't think there's any version of Heroes where you need to play Stratos less than 2, considering a Hero Lives is at 2. Shadow Mist at 2, all pretty standard. You already know. 3's too much. 1's too little. 1 Liquid Soldier surprisingly didn't come up crazy. Well, I'll take that back. It doesn't come up as much, but I will never ever cut Liquid Soldier. Into our Destiny Hero package, Denier and 2 copies of Malicious. You guys already know how insane the Malicious and Denier combo is. And for those of you who usually watch my hero videos, I talk about how I hate Destiny Hero Celestial for heroes. I really don't like Celestial, but for this build in particular, I thought it would be better for like in the grind game, because I think, but it came up plenty of times where I actually really needed that Celestial draw, and there were a few times where I wish I had Decider, but Celestial put in work. And then of course the one Destiny Hero Plasma. I got the speed duel ones. If you guys checked out that GX box opening, you can see I pulled the Plasma. And the super spicy part. Oh, where'd he go? I'm sorry. Destiny Hero Dogma, the VIP of our going first strategy. For those of you who don't know how most Despias work, Dogma combined with Masquerade is very deadly, because during your opponent's standby phase, Dogma is going to half your opponent's life. And then you would activate your other branded in red, getting rid of the Dogma, and then you'd make your other one. So now, not only that they already at 4,000 life, they got to pay 1,200 life to activate cards. So they're already down to 4,000. Their clock's ticking. Like, they can only activate, like, they have to have the outs, or that's just it. But, and if you guys want to see how to get into that combo, like I said, hit that like button. I can show you the combo of how to get into it. And that was it for our hero engine. Time for the small Despia engine. We have one Aluber, the Jester Despia. I actually want to play two. I just couldn't get my hands on another one. So I would definitely recommend playing two Jester if you could afford it, because I know he's really expensive right now. I know he's going to get a reprint, but if you can get 2 copies of Jester, I would definitely get it. One follow and Av Albaz, that's really all you need. You don't really want to see this card in your hand. So 1 copy, of course. 1 Libitum of the Despia. And then last but not least, the Despian Strategy, who is just super, super good. I hope he gets a rarity bump soon. And as for hand traps, I feel like hand traps are not really that great this format, so I'm kind of running a very small package. We just got 2 copies of Ash Blossom, 1 Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, and 1 Haunted Mansion. So that's pretty much it. They all kind of put in work. Ghost Ogre I might cut, maybe for another Haunted Mansion, or maybe the 3rd Ash, I'm not sure, but I'll figure that out. Alright, now on to our spell cards. Alright, so pretty much our searcher spells with branded, there's like a ton of them now. 2 copies of A Hero Lives, of course, with this upcoming ban list. Fusion Destiny might get put on the chopping block if they don't ban Verte Anaconda. To put Fusion Destiny to 1, which it still won't solve the Verte Anaconda problem. So even if they ban Verte, I really don't want to say this, but I still feel they're going to hit Fusion Destiny to 1, so they really kind of kill the people who aren't, you know, still trying to play it. They just have to run around with kind of just 2 bricks in their deck with only 1 card that can get the DPE out. So, but if that happens, we'll probably get a 3rd copy of A Hero Lives, just so they can, I mean, shoot, I could do 2 A Hero Lives and maybe Malicious back to 3, but they're not going to give us Malicious back to 3. That's just ridiculous, because other decks will be able to abuse it. It'll be a problem. Then they'll put them back to 2. 1 Rhoda, 1 Foolish Burial. I really like the Foolish Burial. You send the Shadow Mist, you can send the Tragedy. Like, Foolish Burial is a really good card. Instead of, I was debating on E-Call or Foolish, and I think Foolish was just way better. And then, of course, triple copies of Branded Opening. I was only playing 2 when I was testing, but since I only have the 1 Aliber, I really, really, really wanted to see the Aliber. So triple copies of Branded Opening basically gave me like 4 copies. All right, now the fun part. All of our, hold on, I'll show y'all the stack. Look at that. Look at all them fusion spells. All right, so of course our standard Polymerization, Miracle Fusion. Even though I'm playing 2 Vion, I feel like I might definitely bump Polymerization to 2 because we're not going into the links as much. It's really hard to reset this unless you to open up absolutely no way of doing Despia plays. Then sure, you'll be able to reset this with like a Wonder Driver, but with the links not being as active in the grind game, having Vion to be able to search for another Polymerization, I would probably change that to where I play 2. Of course, the insane card right now in this format, I'd play 3 if I had a third, but I'm not going to play 2 ulti super polymerizations and then an ugly maximum gold one. So I'm not going to disrespect my deck like that. So we're just going to play 2 copies of super polymerization. And then of course the insane branded fusion, playing 3 of them. Nothing feels better than seeing branded fusion in your hand with Fusion Destiny at the same time. I can't tell you how many hands I've opened up where I've seen both branded fusion and Fusion Destiny. I'm just like, when I look at my opponent and when they're mediocre board, I'm just like, damn, how should I kill you? Which way should I go? Should I go full combo Blombo or just do Fusion Destiny and destroy you that way? But these you got basically 5 cards running around in your deck that give you an OTK. Like that's just absolutely insane. And of course, for our quick play fusions, we are playing 1 Mass Change and 1 Branded in Red. I would really love to just play more Mass Change, but the extra deck space is kind of tight. So you'll go for Dark Law when you know you need Dark Law, instead of just like, oh, I just have this Mass Change, just to do it. But with this deck, you get to think a little bit more, and it's like, you know, it's like if I know you need Dark Law, go for the Mass Change, or you can get lucky and open it. So, and then of course, Branded in Red is absolutely freaking insane. And now for kind of our disruption spells and traps. The funniest one, I believe, a lot of people won't agree with. 2 copies of Regeki and 1 Feather Duster. Why Regeki instead of Lightning Storm, you may ask? Well, like I said, in grind games as well, if you have stuff on board and they have stuff on board, Lightning Storm ain't gonna do nothing. It's just gonna sit in your hand. It ain't gonna do nothing. And I have Lightning Storm in the side deck if I need it. But when I went undefeated, the winning play was activate Regeki, activate Forbidden Droplet, and it felt really good. And like when you play the Regeki, they don't expect it. And the Feather Duster, I saw it 1 time, and of course it was against the deck where I just didn't need it, so it was like, well, of course. 1 Droplet, of course, if I had 3, I'd play 3. I only have 1. I know. I'm broke. Need to buy another one. You got all these maximum rated hero cards, but you can't afford 3 droplets. But what's kind of funny is I almost might cut it. Even though I have just the 1, I might just cut it. There's not really a lot of situations where I'm just like, dang, I wish I had a droplet right now. Amazingly, because even though I know this is an insane card right now, I've somehow run into a lot of situations where I'm just like, I can still break this board without droplet because I have so much gas in the deck. You're like, okay, Hero Lives, okay, negate. Rhoda, negate, okay, normal summon. Search, Branded Fusion, Fusion Destiny. Like, you have so much just gas in the deck to where I was just like, okay. And then last but not least, 2 Imperm. I might cut the droplet for a 3rd, just because at least I won't have to send cards with droplet. I don't have to get rid of my resources. Just run around with Imperm in the deck. Alright, so that was a 50 card hero deck. Usually, I really wanted to cut it as small as possible, but it just seemed kind of really hard, especially with all the things I wanted to do in it. But anyways, on to the extra deck. Our only 3 link monsters. We got the 1 Cross, 1 Wonder Driver, and the 1 Birthday Anaconda, which you need to get banned, sir. I'm very sorry. You need to be gone. And when that happens with this deck, won't affect me at all. We'll just kick him out, and probably put either another Cross Crusader, probably most likely another Cross Crusader, or maybe another Fusion Hero monster, because definitely in the grind game, having multiple copies of Cross Crusader is definitely important, and of course our Wonder Driver to reset spells and traps. And if y'all didn't know, which y'all probably do, because you know, you're hero players, you're smart. If you summon a hero underneath where he points to, you can go ahead and grab that branded fusion from your graveyard and reset it to your field. Whoop-de-doo. Awesome. What other Link monsters can do that with fusion spells? Only heroes, baby. Only heroes. Alright, and now on to our hero fusion spells. I mean, God, did you hear what I just said? On to our hero fusion monsters. Small number than what I normally like. But we got our, of course, one Sunrise, one Absolute Zero. Absolute's kind of like in the grind, because I usually save that Miracle Fusion in case I can't kill my opponent, or if I just need to kill them, then play it. But most of the time I save the Miracle Fusion. That way, if it's a grind game, I can draw 2 cards again. So, of course, we have the Sunrise, which boosts all your monsters. So even all your Albaz stuff, all your fusions, everything is getting boosted. And it's absolutely insane. And then, of course, the last but not least, we got the one Master Hero Dark Law, one Destiny Hero Dangerous, and, of course, the MVP Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer. Of course, Enforcer pops up a lot, but sometimes if you really need to get those Despia combos off, you can Fusion Destiny for Dangerous. You know, you can send your Malicious with Tragedy, and then you can, of course, if you want to see the combos, hit that like button. I'll be able to show you guys the combos and explain them. I was practicing with this deck for only like a week, and I already feel very, very confident with this deck. Of course, there's still a few things I misplay and do all that, but that's another discussion for another time. All right, now on to basically the Fallen of Albaz fusion stuff. Of course, we got the one Lubellion, because that's really all you need. He puts himself back in the deck. I'm like, shoot. What do you need more than one for? Especially because we're not playing pure, you don't really need the multiple. Like, I think, what, do they play like 2? Like, I even if that. So we got the one Lubellion. From both of my tournaments, from my locals to the Battle City tournament, Mirror Jade might be cut from the deck. I didn't summon it, maybe one time, probably once, maybe with like, but he didn't come up very often. So he might get cut from the deck for maybe probably another Hero Fusion monster. So he might get cut to make room for, I'm maybe thinking about Bane or just another Link monster. But anyways, and then we got the one Albion. One's definitely all you need. And then the one Guardian Chimera. I absolutely love this card. Just be able to disrupt your opponent on your turn. You get to draw cards and then just destroy stuff. This card is absolutely insane. I love the Guardian Chimera. He is not going anywhere. And of course, we got the one Dragos Lepelia, basically for mostly the super poly targets. And I mean, you can make him, you know, with your Brandon in red. Yeah, you can make him if you need that negate. So he's kind of like the one negate that we have, even though it has to be a monster, but at least he can still negate stuff. And then last but not least, the two Masquerade Blazing Dragon. I was kind of worried because I didn't think I was going to get a second copy in time for the tournament, but luckily I was able to get a second copy from somebody. And then, of course, after I got back home from the tournament, there was one in the mail. So, like, of course, you know how it is. They always come, like, after you've already, like, so I was like, okay, well, now I just have 2 extra that I can use for trade bait. Side deck, I usually don't show you guys the side deck because it's just always a matter of personal preference, but I will show you what I'll definitely cut. Nibiru definitely just seems absolutely just useless this format because it's just brave and people just set up a negate before, you know, because, you know, you can just put a negate up on the board with only 2 damn summons, so Nibiru is just It's kind of useless in this format, to be honest. Can't even... I'm probably going to keep this in. This was kind of recommended for me because I really just don't really know how to deal with Flunders. Since I'm playing Branded, you can send the Necro Banshee and like the Fallen of Albaz, banish this and get the zombie world. Hurts Tri-Brigade, hurts the the birds. So I was like, yeah, that is absolutely insane. So I didn't get to do it today or whenever you guys are watching this video when I played my 2 tournaments. I didn't get to use it at all, but probably my most favorite card in my side deck right now is, I know I have a third one in here. Well, I think I was playing 3, but I don't know where the other card went. Was I? No, I was playing 2 ofs. I changed my side deck a little bit from last minute, but Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Reason why I feel like heroes can, well, I mean, kind of anybody can really play this right now, but we can hit this, we can hit so much stuff. Like when they were playing, I called this one, they had to banish all 3 copies of it, and they're like, well, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, you're playing pure, like, sorry, dude. And then we can hit the Verte, we can hit our freaking Phoenix Enforcer, like, and we can get rid of any of the, Despian cards, and, somehow if the mirror match comes up, get rid of the Dark Law or even some of the links. But, this card came out of freaking nowhere. Like, this card has gotten really, really good this format, and I would definitely recommend people trying it out if they can. 2 Lancia, probably take out the nibs so I can get a third one, and then play the 3rd copy of Winter Cherries. Lancia is really good, especially when you're playing Glue-Eating Eldritch. I had someone in the comments, it's not Lela. I don't know how it was pronounced, how I pronounced it, Eldritch, or I said Eldritch. Dude, if you're that butthurt about me how I'm saying the card name, dude, like, go. I don't even know what to tell you. Just go outside, like, Jesus. 2 Triple Attack Talents. I still can't decide if I want that in the main deck or the side deck. It worked out in the side deck, so it might just stay there. 2 Lightning Storms. They never came up, unfortunately. And then the 2 Dark Ruler or more, just because for me only having the 1 droplets, if I really needed to just stop my whole opponent's board, you have the Dark Ruler. But anyway, guys, I'm glad you stopped by this video. I'm pretty sure you're just as excited as I am that Branded Hero is definitely not something to just be like, that can't be good. No, this deck is absolutely insane. And if you guys want to see the combo videos, like I said numerous amount of times, destroy, crush, smash, go wild on that like button, and hit the subscribe if you're new, so we can get to, I keep forgetting, 400 or whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, take care.